Hi and welcome. Today we're talking about number 2 in our series of the top 5 most costly buyer mistakes. Today we're talking about when buyers time their purchase incorrectly. I know, you're perhaps getting close to the time to buy a home, and the logical thing to do is start going to open houses and talking to agents about visiting properties. But the biggest mistake I see is that buyers don't have a clear understanding of the factors that affect the timing of their purchase. And this becomes important because if you get engaged in the process and get seriously interested in a particular property too early, there are 4 factors which could cost you or save you thousands of dollars. So number 1, interest rate lock. When you ratify a contract on a property, you're able to lock in the interest rate as soon as you have a ratified contract. But what's important to know is that you can only lock that interest rate for a certain period of time, perhaps up to 50 days, before you start incurring significant fees, like perhaps 1 or 2% of the loan amount, to be able to go beyond that. And so what that means is that you really kind of want to be within about a 30 to 40, 45 day striking range of when you want to move into your house, when you want to close on the purchase of your house before you're making an offer. You don't want to be making an offer in February for closing in July. It'll just cost too much to lock in and secure your interest rate for that period of time. So the next factor is the quick settlement. Now this right here is the biggest secret and way for you to save thousands of dollars on the purchase of your next home and make your offer more attractive to sellers without costing you anything. And so right now, sometimes buyers end up falling in love with a home that might be vacant, or perhaps the sellers can move out quickly. And if you have selected a lender that can support a quick settlement, say within 2 to 3 weeks, many lenders require 30 to 45, 60 days. You can actually offer a quick settlement date, perhaps by the end of this month. And what that really does is it means that the seller, when they're evaluating your offer, means that they're not having to make their next mortgage payment. And so that translates into real dollars, making your offer more attractive. And specifically, if you're in a competitive offer situation, which does happen regularly even today in this market, where there's multiple offers in on a property, chances are the other buyer's offers, their lenders are going to be requiring that 30 to 45 days to do their loan. But if you've used our preferred lenders, the people that we know can do your loan quickly with no surprises or delays, then that is going to put you in a position to where your offer is more attractive to the seller, even though it didn't cost you anything, just because you were able to make a quick settlement. The next aspect is the mortgage interest at settlement. When you go to settlement, part of your closing costs will be that you're going to pay the prorated amount of your mortgage interest for the rest of the month. But the key to this is that oftentimes, this is the reason why oftentimes sellers will close on their purchase towards the end of the month. That means that there's less cash required at settlement because there's less prorated mortgage interest due. Now, the last factor is double housing payments. When you go to settlement, we talked about the prorated mortgage interest. When you go to settlement and you're going to pay the mortgage interest for the remainder of the month, your first payment will not be on the first of the next month. It's actually at the beginning of the following month. And the reason is because mortgages are paid in arrears, meaning you live in the house for a month and then you make the payment. So where this really can end up being key for you is if you are able to talk with your real estate agent and a professional to be able to analyze this for your situation, you might be able to use this little secret to be able to avoid making double housing payments. Perhaps if you're coming out of a rental situation or you're selling a home, knowing this and using this tool effectively can help you avoid making double housing payments. But each of these timing issues is really critical to avoid paying extra thousands and sometimes tens of thousands of dollars in your purchase. And is your real estate agent going to be able to advise you on how to optimize the timing of your purchase? Here at Upham Real Estate, the very first questions that we ask is, when is your ideal moving date? And using that, we're able to back up and make a timeline for you of when you'll be looking at houses, and then where's the amount of time that it would take to be under contract, work on the loan, and that sort of thing, so that we come up with a scenario that, say you want to move into your house here on August 1st. We're able to back up the timeline and say, okay, you should be making an offer here at this point, and then all of the time prior to this is what we're going to call the educational phase. It's where you're just getting to know what's out on the market, and you're not going to fall in love with any properties yet because the timing is still not right. But as soon as you get into the active and the action phase, now you're ready to strike on the deals when they're hot, and you're in the proper timing to ensure you save thousands of dollars on your purchase. So join us next week, and we're actually going to be talking about some exciting things, which is how many buyers often end up going about the home search process backwards. So you're going to learn next time how to avoid doing a backwards home search. Talk to you soon.